Ava stood in the foyer of the penthouse she helped build, not decorate, build. From late nights editing pitch decks to early mornings, packing lunches for a man who swore he didn't believe in titles. Now, that same man, Julian, was pacing the living room with his phone pressed to his ear, smiling at someone he said was just a colleague. The same colleague who once asked Ava to mentor her. His mother, Celeste, sat by the fireplace, flipping through a luxury catalog as if Ava's bags at the door were just an eyesore she wished would disappear. Ava waited for Julian to say something, anything, but all she got was a nod. "You're strong. You'll bounce back," he said, like she was being laid off, not left behind. No hug, no apology, no eye contact. Ava picked up her bags and walked out. No tears. Not yet. The night air was sharp, not winter cold, but betrayal cold. That kind that cuts through your coat and straight into your bones. Ava's rideshare was late. Her phone battery, 2%. Her heart, 0%. She sat on the concrete steps of the building, the same ones where Julian once proposed a life of limitless potential. Now all she had was a suitcase and silence. But as she looked out over the city lights, something shifted. Relief. Real, terrifying, soul-deep relief. She was finally out. Out of the shadow of a man who only loved her ideas but never credited her name. Out of the expectations of a family that praised her in public but picked her apart in private. She had nothing except a plan that started the moment they showed her the door. Ava wasn't new to loss. She was raised by her Aunt Gloria, a woman who wore pearls with sweatpants and taught Ava the value of both grit and grace. Gloria ran an underground investing group for black women in tech before the world ever saw them as venture material. She made Ava memorize 2 things by age 10. Never let your name be louder than your power. Never show your whole hand, just enough to be underestimated. What Julian didn't know, what none of them knew, was that Ava had 3 LLCs under a childhood nickname and enough equity in a startup that had just gone public to change her zip code and 10 others. She never flaunted it, not because she was ashamed, because she was watching, waiting. For the moment, they mistook her silence for surrender. Now it had come. Ava checked into a quiet guest house on the edge of the city. No doorman, no valet. Just peace. She unplugged everything, phone, laptop, expectations. She let herself cry once, then got to work. Morning meditations turned into strategy sessions. She read market trends over herbal tea and sent encrypted emails by candlelight. Within weeks, she'd funded a scholarship under her aunt's name, quietly bought out a failing media company, and invested in a mental health startup for women of color. She didn't post about it. She wasn't building a brand. She was building an empire, one they'd never see coming. She wasn't out for revenge. She was out for restoration. Julian was spiraling. His colleague-turned-girlfriend wasn't impressed with unpaid internships and half-baked business plans. She wanted the lifestyle Ava built, without the patience it took to build it. Credit cards maxed. The building HOA called about missed dues. Celeste? She had to cancel her summer trip to Monaco. The whispers began in social circles. Did you hear Ava left him? No, he left her. Well, whichever one it was, she's glowing. Ava heard none of it. She was too busy designing blueprints for something bigger. She wasn't just healing. She was returning to herself.